Pumping from deep within out. Now let's speak about, before we go to the next session, let's just talk about something quick. You see, when I started Spadas, of course, I knew it was a good idea for me. I knew that I'd been given a gift, something special. So I remember my first day in front of the camera. It was a bit weird. Yeah, it was very daunting, it was very hard. Because it's not me like that. Do you see what I mean? But get this. My first day was the hardest. Because after 2 songs, after the first song, which was hard enough, the second song was so hard. But not in the terms of doing Spadas, but keeping focus. Keeping focus and trying to find the joy in dancing on your own. You see what I mean? But at the time it was hard because I hadn't learned to coordinate, breathing, hoofing, tensing, and having fun at the same time. So as time went by and I became really efficient at hoofing, tensing, breathing, and having fun at the same time, I realized that I was getting stronger. Not only that, I was becoming more flexible. My ability and agility had grown. But then one day something happened. Yeah, something amazing happened. I'll show you. I was doing my deep breathing and my deep tensing and my hoofing, and I was taking around. It was right here. And I felt from, see this waistline here? This band line, yeah. So can you imagine that same position? Yeah, that same position. Okay. Emanating from the center of me. So emanating from the core of my spinal column. Yeah. I felt what felt like an elastic band snapping. But I felt it from the inside. And it permeated all the way to my outside. Honestly, I felt like something had literally sharply cut me in two. It was that fine. Something had broken. It was very fine. I felt the twinge not in my muscles, but in every part of me, because it traveled from the center of me out all the way to my skin. It scared me because it was a new feeling, and I didn't know if I had snapped something. Do you see what I mean? But it wasn't hurting me, and to be honest, it was good. So I just carried on doing Spadas. A few weeks later, as I was doing Spadas again, right here, I felt the same feeling again, but this time, my navel, that line of my navel, permeating from the inside all the way to the skin. I was more comfortable with that feeling now. Okay. A few weeks later, another one came, just underneath my breastplate, just right underneath here, all the way around, permeating, bam, all the way. Very comfortable with that. A few weeks later, here, all the way, pop, to the skin. Felt very comfortable with that too. A few weeks later, I was going, and I felt it on the forehead line, permeating from deep in the middle. it felt like the one on my head was the best one, is the best one to actually describe. Actually, the one on my head and the one here, because it felt like wearing this on here. And on here, it felt like my cap. Normally when I wear a cap, the cap sits here. And let's call it on my cap line. I felt it on my cup line. Yeah? Pow! That was actually very quenching, the one on the head. Yeah? A few weeks later, felt the same thing, but only in the center here. Okay, just 3 days ago, yeah, I'm sat there and I can feel something. I can feel my hands, like so sensitive. I can feel them and I didn't know why, so I took a look. When I took a look, right here, there are two veins curving inwards that way and curving inwards that way. And I couldn't feel, listen, I didn't need to feel my pulse. I could see my pulse. I could see the veins behaving the same on both sides. Very tiny, because they come from underneath and then they go that way. Underneath and then go that way. And they were behaving like that. So I decided to hold my breath. And I saw them. As my heart was under pressure, I saw them behaving the same way too. And I decided to take in deep amounts of breath. And I saw them changing their formation, because it's all to do with blood flow, pumping up and down. Do you see what I mean? So guys, praise hard, praise hard. Round 2 coming. Okay, so round 2, yeah? Okay, as you know, the gaze of the sun is photosynthesis. So we're going to grow, we're going to take it in, release our arteries, let blood flow, oxygen flow be perfect every morning. Let's go. Praise hard, praise hard, praise hard, praise hard, praise hard, praise hard. Let's go.